Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a very special one. I was sent a mixer for testing and reviewing purposes, and I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to put it to the test. I've got several things planned for the menu for tonight's supper, so let's get into this box. I'm so excited. I have not opened it yet. And test it out and see how it compares to my KitchenAid. So let's get into it. It's box inception. Here's the user manual. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. This thing is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me get some of this mess cleaned up and get rid of this paper real quick. Okay, let's see. Here's the mixer. This is the utensil to make bread with. This is a huge bowl, way bigger than my KitchenAid mixer that I have. Here's the dough hook. We have a beater and we have a whisk. We also have splash guards, which will come in handy whenever we make our butter here shortly. To lift the top of the mixer, you use this little knob right here and you twist it as if you're starting a car, and it releases. And then it opens, and then it is in place. It is sturdy, it's not going anywhere. And to lower it, you're gonna do the exact same thing again, twist it and lower it, and then it locks back into place. So let's open it up. This is the whisk, which we're going to, let's see, we'll stick this right in here and twist. And then there we have it, just like that.
Is it so pretty?
It looks so pretty on the countertop. Now, normally I don't ever buy these. Like, I think it has probably been a good 10 years since I have bought a box cake mix. I don't know. I don't really buy them. I don't know. We don't really eat a whole bunch of cake, and so I don't ever buy them. But since I knew I was gonna be recording this video, I went ahead and got a box cake mix just so we can show a few ways that we can use our new mixer in the kitchen, which I'm so excited about. If you cannot tell, it is absolutely beautiful. So I've got my oven started, and let's go ahead and make this, and then I will show you how it does in the mixer. Cake mix, 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. Perfection. Let's take this off. We're gonna push it up and twist. Put this over here in the sink and I'll wash that off. Twist it off. There we go. Let me readjust you so you can see in there. Perfection. The perfect consistency. Awesome. Okay, so I've got my cake in the oven, and I've also went ahead and peeled my potatoes and got them onto boil. But for right now, we are going to make homemade butter. I know that I've probably shared this multiple times on this channel and across social media, but I love homemade butter. My family loves it, and this mixer is going to be the perfect excuse to make some more. I have my bowl all cleaned out from earlier, and I put on the splash guard. I think is what that's called, is a splash guard. So basically, to make homemade butter is so easy. All you need is heavy whipping cream, and I went ahead and got the small thing so that I wouldn't have a ton left over. So we're actually going to make homemade butter and buttermilk, which I will use the buttermilk later, and also I will use the butter to go in the potatoes. So let me get all this set up. Take your mixing bowl and you set it right inside the groove and you twist to get it in place. And then you take your heavy whipping cream, brand new, literally bought it just for this, and you just pour it in. Like that. And then we're going to take our splash guard and, it may not fit on here with this on here. Okay, let's move this. There we go. Splash guard. Is that how that works? Oh goodness. How am I doing this? I'm doing it wrong. Am I doing it just way wrong? Oh, maybe you put it on afterwards. Okay, see y'all, we're trying this out together and we're learning at the same time. Okay, let's put this back. Oh, get back in there. There you go. Okay, so lever, close. Okay, then there we go. Okay, so if you've seen any of my previous videos, whenever I use my KitchenAid, I don't have this handy little tool on top, so I'm always throwing a towel over the whole thing because it literally splashes everywhere. So if this works, it's going to be amazing. So also, it usually only takes about 5 minutes, and this one has a timer. If I can maneuver this enough so we can see. There we go. Okay, so I have this maneuvered so that you can see whenever you turn it on. So we've got it on right here, as you can see. This is the time setting. So we're going to use the whisk right here. And then let's see, how does this work? We're gonna go, is that minutes or seconds? 1. We're going to put this on 4 minutes. Usually it takes about 5 or 6, but I want to put it on 4 just to prove a point. We're going to set it on there, and then at 4 minutes, I should be able to go through and kind of do like an all-around, like push down. I don't know what the correct technical word for that would be. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's turn it on. And it has to be like full blast. So I'm turning this all the way up. And the timer has started. Let me turn this back around. I don't think you're supposed to move them while they're in motion, but there we go. You see it in there? That is awesome. We're going to remove the splash guard, and like I said, it's not quite finished. This is the way it usually looks after about 4 minutes. So far, so good. And I'm going to use this little scraper spatula and just kind of scrape around the edges to kind of push it all down in there. That way nothing gets left behind. Okay, so this time, since it's only going to be like 2 or 3 more minutes, I'm going to just kind of sit here with it and keep an eye on it. But I've closed it back down, put the splash guard back on, and we're going to turn it back on. Going back to full blast. And it should take another 2 or 3 minutes and then it should be ready. So here we have homemade butter in the mixer. Look at that. So you take your butter like this, and that's how you make butter. Just like that. Butter and buttermilk. There we have it. Buttermilk and butter made homemade with the stand mixer. It did great. I love the timer feature. That is so awesome, and just, I don't know, just like kicks everything up a notch. And then the splatter guard is amazing. Like, I didn't have to pull out a towel or anything. It didn't make a mess. It didn't splatter out anywhere because this thing, I mean, so far so good. Now, while all of that was going on, my potatoes are boiled and I do have them strained out. I'm going to go ahead and dump them in here, and we're going to use some of our fresh butter, and I'm going to grab some other ingredients to throw in to make our mashed potatoes. And it's done. Look at that. Let's do a little taste test. Mmm. Perfect. I think the only thing that I messed up on was I didn't make enough potatoes. Supper is ready. So now that dinner is ready, this thing is awesome. I really like it. So far, it works just as well as my KitchenAid. This has the shield guard, shield guard. This has the splatter guard that I really like, especially whenever I'm making homemade butter. Normally with the KitchenAid, I have to throw a towel over the top of it so that it doesn't make a huge mess. This right here, I did not have to use the towel. I just used the splatter guard and it worked like a dream. I also really like that this has the timer on it so that if I'm like doing something else around the kitchen, or if I have to go use the bathroom, or you know, something happens and then I just lose track of what I'm doing, I really like that feature. This also goes up to 10 different speeds. And I did also want to point out, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this is a 7.5 quart bowl mixer. So it is a little bigger than your regular mixer stand. And I'm pretty sure the price is on par with the KitchenAid. The KitchenAid is definitely considered a classic, and it has that classic look to it. But if you want to go for something that's a little more modern looking, maybe a little bit more aesthetic, then you may want to check out the ZACME. It is on Amazon, and it also comes in white and gold. And I personally like the black and gold. I think it's really nice looking. But I will have it linked in the description box below. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!